Hello everyone, this is part 10 of What If Naruto Was Betrayed and Goes to Outworld, and I hope you guys enjoy this video and to like, to subscribe, and check out the playlist, to see more comment down below. Now let's start the intro.
They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
Naruto, now in his golden Kyuubi cloak, using his Buster sword knocked back the invisible ogre's giant hammer. Oh, it's on now. Naruto yelled. He swung his Buster sword in a wide arc, cutting one of its legs, sending a long, thin stream of blood everywhere. Now, there was a large bleeding wound just seemingly there in midair. I mark you now, Naruto said to it. You can't hide from me. Shiva, launch a fireball at that wound right there. Shiva, looking to where her love was pointing, saw the ghostly bleeding wound. She shot a dragon's fireball at the floating wound. There was a deafening roar of pain heard, but no one except the ones in the immediate area knew where it came from. I've got an idea, Naruto said to no one in particular. Naruto went through some hand signs and yelled out, wood style, binding wood chains. Large roots sprouted from the ground and wrapped around what seemed to be air. There are 4 large roots, one for each arm and one for each leg. The roots wrapped around each limb numerous times before they stopped about knee and elbow length. The roots were straining to keep hold, they were almost being pulled apart by the ogre that was trying to break free. Naruto went through some more hand signs and yelled out, wood style, root spears. About 20, 10-foot long sharpened roots shot out of the ground and punctured the limbs and torso of the invisible ogre. The ogre was already dead, blood seeping throughout the multiple wounds. The blood was dripping down its body, now somewhat revealing the form that it had tried to hide. Kai! Naruto yelled out. The roots and root spears disappeared, and the bloody mass fell to the ground with a loud and earth-shattering thud. Shadow Clone Jutsu. Naruto looked around to see who had performed the jutsu. He was surprised to see 30 more Shivas and 30 more Melinas standing around them. Whoa, Naruto said. Now that is fucking cool. Good job you guys. You taught us how to do this, Melina said to him. That advanced seal you gave us that allows us to use chakra really helps out. My lord, Shiva addressed Naruto, would you be able to show me how to use that large fireball attack you used earlier? Yeah, hang on, Shadow Clone Jutsu. Naruto summoned 100 of his clones to go help the 60 extra clones of Shiva and Melina. Come here, quickly, let me show you, Naruto said. He showed her the hand signs for the jutsu 3 times in quick succession. There it is, you got it. I do, my lord, Shiva said to him. Good, Naruto replied. He back at the hundreds upon hundreds of demons around them. He said without looking back, give him hell, baby. Shiva smiled. She performed the hand signs that Naruto just showed her while focusing as much chakra as she could into this jutsu. When it was complete, she yelled out, for the Shokan. Fire style, great fireball jutsu. She leaned forward and blew a giant fireball the size of a 4-story building. The fireball, in all of its blazing glory, just seemed to roll across the battlefield. It hit the other side of the Colosseum and spread across the wall, slowly fading out. In its wake, almost 200 demons lay, burnt to an unrecognizable crisp. Damn, Naruto said. That's just as powerful as one enhanced with Sage mode. Good job. I am a Shokan, my lord, Shiva told him. We are half dragon. Fire is our natural element of expertise. Naruto looked back at the burnt remains. Damn right it is, he told her. Remind me to never piss you off, okay? Shiva let out a hearty chuckle and said to him, let us slay the rest of these heathens, headmate. You know, I've got an idea, Naruto said. One that will finish off all of these fucking pricks once and for all. He suddenly yelled out, all EARTHREALM forces, come to me now. A little confused, but obeying the command nonetheless, Cassie, Jackie, Takeda, Jin, Jax, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Raiden, Katana, Jade, Ino, Hinata, and Tsunade all came running to him. Get right next to me, now. Come on, hurry up. Naruto urged. They all did so, following in at his sides and behind him. Melina grabbed his hand and told him, you are making us an easy target. Able to wipe out in one shot. What are you doing, you fool? Naruto just smirked at her. You'll see. What are you planning, Naruto? Tsunade asked. Bijudama, he replied without looking back. Ooh. Okay. Tsunade said to the rest of them, yeah, you're gonna want to stay as close as possible for this one. Why? Jin asked in his annoyingly, I'm better than you so why should I have to listen to you, attitude. Tsunade slapped him and said to him, listen up, you little prick. This young man here has literally saved the world, practically by himself. If says for you to do something, you do it. You understand me? Jin just looked at her and said, and who made you in charge? Tsunade grabbed a particularly large rock, a little larger than basketball sized. She tossed it at him for him to catch it. He did out of instinct, but it was extremely heavy, it almost brought him to the ground. She said to him, I said, she walked up closer and picked it up with one hand. She held it up right next to his face and smashed it with her other fist as if were not problem at all. Which, for Tsunade, it really wasn't. Dust and rock flew all over his face. He looked at her again as she said, you understand me. He gulped a little before he said in a submissive tone, yes ma'am. Good, Tsunade replied. Now stand next to Naruto and the fuck up. Naruto said to her, thanks granny. Now I can concentrate. He clapped his hands together and said aloud, you ready Kurama? You all charged up yet? His body shone so bright that everyone had to shield their eyes. Golden flames erupted from Naruto's body and they rose up really high into the air. The golden chakra form of Kurama the nine-tailed fox had completely formed. Alright buddy, Naruto said to Kurama, you know what the plan is. I got you covered, Naruto, Kurama said in his golden chakra form. He crouched down low and sat on his haunches. His 9 golden tails surrounded his open jaw. Chakra began to immediately form in front of him, and it formed into a giant ball the size of the Colosseum itself. It shrunk and shrunk and shrunk until it was the size of a small car. Kurama swallowed it, crouched down lower, and suddenly jumped extremely high into the air. Kurama slightly opened his mouth, and smoke began to filter out. Kurama took careful aim, and then released the Bijudama directly at the Colosseum from 10,000 feet in the air. The release of the beast bomb felt like the recoil of the world's strongest shotgun going off to the rest of them. Naruto was used to it, but everyone else, not so much. What in the fuck shit was that? Cassie yelled out. Kurama's strongest attack, Naruto explained to all of them. That was the Bijudama, the strongest attack that any tailed beast possesses. The more tails you have, the stronger the bomb. And Kurama has the most, aside from the 10 tails. That demonic army is as good as dead, they just don't know it yet. Everyone looked down and saw a faint red-orange light heading down to the go equals round, fast. They could still feel the slight aftershock from the release of the bomb. The red-orange light disappeared for a second, then a brilliant, huge, devastating blast occurred, blinding everyone. The shockwave from the explosion immediately hit them, blowing them even higher in the air. The hot air rushed past them like a hurricane wind at full force. They could see a faint mushroom cloud below them, signifying that whatever was there before was now completely gone, thanks to the Bijudama of the Kyuubi. They began their fast descent towards the ground. Everyone with Naruto, who were all still enshrouded in the giant golden chakra from of Kurama, began to freak out a little bit. Hey Naruto, should we be worried right now? Cassie said to Naruto. We'll be fine, Naruto said simply. We are falling from thousands of feet in the air. Jin said in his face. Jin, I will tell you one last time, Naruto said, still looking at the ground far below them but coming in fast. If you don't stop, I will kill you. Last chance. Shut up you stupid ass, Jin retorted. We are falling and. He didn't get the chance to continue. Naruto grabbed him by his throat and threw him out of Kurama's chakra form, leaving him falling to his own demise. Cassie and Jackie started laughing as Jackie said aloud, now that's funny. Jin yelled out as he fell. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. A golden chakra tail reached out quickly and brought Jin back into the protective form with everyone else. Jin sat there, shaking uncontrollably. Shut the fuck up, Jin, Jackie told him. Just do yourself a favor, and shut the fuck up. Got it. Jin could only nod dumbly. He had never been thrown out of, well, anything. Especially not that high up. As the ground came closer and closer until they were only about 800 feet off the ground, Naruto yelled out, get ready. The golden form of Kurama landed on all fours with his tail spread out to help keep balance. The force of the landing literally shattered the ground around them, sending shockwave after shockwave throughout the area for a 5-mile radius. The Lord of the Biju, after landing from 30,000 feet in the air, will have that sort of effect. The demon army was nowhere to be seen. There were a few demon corpses here and there, but it looked as if the Bijudama had wiped them out completely. The golden fox faded out and the Earthrealm forces fell to the ground gently. We won, Takeda said to no one in particular. We beat 'em all, nice. Not just yet, Naruto said, looking around. He brought out his Buster Sword once again and held it at the ready. Something's not right, I can feel it. Shiva, Melina, Katana, Jade. Spread out on all 4 corners and create 10 shadow clones. Move. The 4 women mentioned did as they were commanded. The 40 clones spread out a little farther to provide a perimeter. Naruto performed some hand signs and yelled out, wood style, wood sphere. A large dome of wood surrounded them in layer after layer after layer. Then, Naruto sat down and began to meditate to go into sage mode. He spread out his senses to get a feel for the area. He detected some incredibly large energy about 200 yards to their left, some more about 100 meters to their right, 2 very large ones from their rear, and the biggest one yet directly below them, about what seemed like 300 meters in the ground. Must be from the Netherrealm, Naruto thought to himself. I know the one on the left is Quan Chi. The one on the right is that other Shokan, Kintaro. Was that his name? Behind us are 2 more of those damn ogre things, and below us. Who is that? Whoever the next enemy was, he couldn't tell. Clearly he had never met this one before. He opened his eyes, revealing that he was indeed in sage mode still, yelled out, Kai. The wood dome disappeared. He stood up and yelled at everyone, get back NOOOOW. Everyone jumped back just in time to avoid a large figure jumping out of the ground like it was a cannon. The figure landed on the ground with a thud, laughing a deep, evil laugh. After the dust had cleared a little, Naruto rubbed his eyes a little to clear his vision. He looked back and felt the power literally rolling off of this character, whoever he was a very large man and very muscular. Another deep chuckle escaped from the figure. Quan Chi, Kintaro, Shinnok, and the 2 ogres followed up next to the figure. That was quite an impressive attack, young Uzumaki, Shinnok said in his raspy voice. If you join me, you will be greatly rewarded. Suck my you old fart, Naruto retorted. I've had enough of all of your guys' bullshit. It's time to end this, here and now. I couldn't agree more, the deep voice said. It was still pretty cloudy and dusty from the Bijudama after effects. Vision was still relatively poor, but Melina would know that voice anywhere. Father. Naruto sat up and said, and who the hell are you? I don't believe it, Melina said breathlessly. Naruto looked at her, concerned, and said to her, Melina, what's wrong? Do you know this new guy? Yes, she said as she slowly stood up. It's my father. Naruto looked at the silhouettes of the figures in the smoke, paying close attention to the new larger one. He could faintly make out some sort of what looked like a helmet with horns on it and spiked shoulder armor. A large hammer was held on the figure's back. Suddenly, red eyes glowed in the dark, seemingly looking right at him. So, the figure said, you know my daughter, Melina. There's only one person I know that is Melina's father, Naruto said as he stood up. You must be the Honorable Shao Khan. My name is Naruto Uzumaki. Pleased to meet the father of my love. Love, the figure now known as Shao Khan said. The dust finally cleared out and revealed them. Shao Khan narrowed his eyes at Naruto and said to him, and what makes you think that you deserve my daughter? Father, Melina began, it is I who chose him. He is not just some unworthy peasant who came from nowhere, he is literally the strongest one that I know of. He is a mighty warrior, worthy of me, father. I shall be the judge of that, Shao Khan said, letting his hammer fall to the ground with an earth-shattering thud. Khan, Shinnok yelled. I control you, I gave you life. Now, I want you to kill the Earthrealm fools immediately. As you wish, Shao Khan said. I shall judge you, Naruto Uzumaki. After all, you have not yet faced my wrath. Father, stop. Melina pleaded. He has done no wrong. This is not about right or wrong, Melina, Shao Khan told her. This is about me testing this fool. Only if he defeats me will he be considered worthy of your touch. Prepare to die, mortal. Shao Khan dashed forward using his green energy. Naruto easily dodged it and roundhouse kicked Shao Khan away. Normally, a regular human wouldn't have done that much damage in one blow, but Naruto was still in sage mode. Shao Khan, Naruto called out. I want you to know that I fully respect you. You may have terrorized Earthrealm at one point, but honestly I don't really give a damn. You helped create Melina, who is the love of my life. And for that, I thank you. Naruto bowed slightly. Shao Kahn stood up and grabbed his hammer and told Naruto, at least you can hit hard and show respect to your elders. So far so good. However, you still have not yet defeated me. He created an energy spear and threw it at Naruto. Naruto ducked and threw 3 shuriken at him. Shao Kahn simply used one of his energy shields to deflect them. Haha, Shao Kahn laughed. Don't make me laugh. That was pathetic. Do you honestly think that those little toys can hurt me? They are not toys, Naruto countered. Is that so? Your little pointy toys are on the ground in front of me, not in me, fool. Look again. Shao Kahn looked down on the ground at the 3 shurikens on the ground a few feet in front of him. He saw that they had some sort of parchment attached to them with some weird writing on them. The markings began to glow. Boom. The explosion sent Shao Kahn back about 50 feet. That little explosion obviously couldn't kill him, Naruto knew that. He wasn't trying to kill him though. Just trying to show him that he could. Shao Kahn stood up once more and began to laugh. He said to Naruto, that was good, for a mortal. Show me more. Alright, Naruto said. He performed some hand signs and said, fire style, fireball jutsu. He blew 3 large fireballs at Shao Kahn. He used his energy shields to once again deflect Naruto's attacks. As the fire faded out, Naruto was nowhere to be seen. Shao Kahn looked around to see that he had simply disappeared. Rasengan. Shao Kahn was hit in the back by Naruto's Rasengan and sent him flying back about 50 feet. Shao Kahn stood up, a little wobbly. That was one of the strongest hits he had ever taken. So far, what Melina said was true. This young man was most certainly a mighty warrior. He had never been this wounded so fast, not even against the elder god-powered Raiden. Shao Kahn said to him, all right, I acknowledge you as warrior. However, I do not accept you being with my daughter. You still have a lot more to prove if that what your goal is. Khan. Quan Chi yelled. Enough of your toying around with the boy. Finish him. Quan Chi held up his fist, green energy surrounding it. Shao Kahn's gray, revenant body shook violently with pain. Enough of this, Shao Kahn said through grit teeth. You have no power over me, sorcerer. I have complete control over you, Khan, Quan Chi said to him. I revived you. Therefore, I own you. Now, be silent and kill Uzumaki. Naruto said, you know what, if you revive them, and you have complete control over them, if I kill you, that would free them and pretty much bring them back to life completely, wouldn't it? Quan Chi narrowed his eyes at Naruto, staying silent. I'll take that as a yes, Naruto said. He yelled out, Shadow Clone Jutsu. 100 clones popped into existence and Naruto yelled at them, take out the ogres, Kintaro, and the others. Katana, Jade, Melina, Shiva, Ino, Tsunade, Team Cassie, Raiden, take out Quan Chi. If he dies, Sakura and the others will be revived completely. Everyone began to attack the given targets. Lord Shao Kahn, Naruto began, I will have your daughter as my bride. You wanna stop me? Naruto closed his eyes and concentrated. He once again was covered in his golden chakra cloak. 6 large black chakra orbs appeared behind him as he entered his 6 paths mode. He opened his eyes to reveal the cross pattern, consisting of the toad-like iris and the slits of Kurama's power. Naruto continued, show me what you've got. Shao Kahn smirked. He took his hammer and threw it at Naruto. He didn't care how much more powerful he was, no one could withstand a blow to the head from his wrath hammer. Naruto just reached out and grabbed the handle as if it were a frisbee. He looked at it and said, you know, I'm glad I caught this, otherwise it would have hurt like hell. He tossed the hammer to the side and said to Shao Kahn, my turn. Naruto disappeared and reappeared right in front of Shao Kahn faster than a blink of an eye. Naruto used his chakra rod and uppercutted Shao Kahn with a golf-like swing. Shao Kahn flew up and back very far. Naruto raised up one hand, created a Rasengan, and yelled out, Rasengan Blast. The energy that had been built up and rotating in his open palm now shot out like a cannon, looking like a huge laser beam. The chakra beam hit Shao Khan before he hit the ground, blasting him back even farther. Shao Khan skidded to a halt on the ground. He tried to sit up, but that last attack really took it out of him. Naruto suddenly flew down right beside him and said to him, "Like I said, I really don't care if you attacked Earthrealm or not. All those guys are weak as hell anyway. That, and too many from my home village treated me like shit from the start, even after everything I've done for them. It is not the same for me here in Outworld. I like it here. That, and it's my love's home. And, she has now unofficially reclaimed her throne and place as Khanum. It was her goal, and it is mine as well. Part of that goal, though, is to wed her. I love her with all of my heart, and she with and I will do anything to make sure that happens. Even if I have to kill you. I don't want to, but if you are in the way of our happiness and goals, you become a threat. And I take care of all of my threats." Naruto held his chakra rod right in front of Shao Kahn's face and said to him, "As of right now, you have two simple choices, yield, or die. Choose." Shao Kahn looked at Naruto right in the eyes and smirked. "Very well, young one. I concede." Naruto pulled back his chakra rod and held out his hand. "I intend on freeing Outworld from this prick, Shinnok or whatever his name is," Naruto said. "I really don't care what he's called or what he is, he's going to die." "That man is an elder god," Shao Kahn told Naruto. "He cannot be killed. Not even the other elder gods can kill him. I'm going to bring him down somehow," Naruto said while looking back towards them. Eyeing Quan Chi, he said to Melina's father, "But first, that Barker is going down. I need to free my friends. And you. You are a revenant under his control as well. I will kill him, and reunite you with your daughter for real." Shao Kahn didn't understand. He wanted to conquer Earthrealm because they were weak, destructive, ignorant fools. Conquering them and redirecting their ways not only would have increased the power of Outworld, but it would have saved the people of that realm as well. So, how did he fail? And yet this little boy, no older than 22, was succeeding. And with great ease on top of it as well. "Honestly, Shao Kahn," Naruto said, "you guys are all weak. I don't mean to be rude, just stating the facts. I placed a permanent seal on your daughter and a few others that enables them to use chakra, which is my power source. Because of this, your daughter has grown exponentially stronger." He turned back to face Shao Kahn and said, "If I can fully trust you, once you are completely part of the living again, I will give you a similar seal. What do you say? You dare call me weak, boy?" Shao Kahn angrily said, "I am Shao Kahn, conqueror of realms, emperor of Outworld. And I just beat you without hardly even trying," Naruto pointed out. "If there's one thing I've learned as a ninja, it's that even the weakest of powers, if played just right, can take down even the strongest of opponents. In short, don't ever underestimate me, Shao Kahn. That's what you just did. Therefore, you lost, horribly. I don't care who you are, honestly, you ain't shit compared to me." A green skull shot by them. Naruto turned around to see Quan Chi preparing another energy skull to project at them. Naruto said to him, "Ah, just the faggot I was looking for. You will pay for your insolence, child." Quan Chi said to him. "Shut up and go to hell already, you stupid old man," Naruto countered. Quan Chi launched another green skull at Naruto. He simply lazily moved to side as it passed by him and he said, "Geez old man, that was slow. I mean, I knew you would be slow, but not that slow, damn." Angrily, Quan Chi summoned 10 skeletons with swords and shields and commanded them in a foreign language to attack. Naruto unlatched the Buster Sword on his lower back and swung it once horizontally, destroying half of the skeletons in one blow. The other 5 jumped and tried to impale him, but Naruto was gone. Quan Chi looked around to see where Naruto had gone, but then received a roundhouse kick to the back of his head. Quan Chi flew into the remaining 5 skeletal warriors, breaking them apart and sending bones, shields, and swords flying in every direction. "This is the big bad sorcerer," Naruto taunted. He frowned angrily. "Come on you son of a bitch. You really pissed me the fuck off. Give me more of a fight. Show me what you've got." The sorcerer from the Netherrealm brought his hand back and thrust it forward, shooting a large stream of fire straight at Naruto. Naruto performed a few hand signs and yelled out, "Behold, one of the second Hokage's jutsu. Water style, water dragon missile." Huge waves of water, coming from nowhere, surrounded Naruto in a huge vortex. It slowly formed into what looked like a giant water tornado, shielding the toad sage. Once the fire was extinguished, the water finished its transformation from a vortex into a giant water dragon. It roared and launched itself directly at Quan Chi. The sorcerer's eyes went wide as he was hit with the water dragon missile. About 30 seconds later, the water slowly sunk into the ground and disappeared. Quan Chi slowly got up, slightly staggering. The revenants staggered for a moment, the mental link between them and Quan Chi blurring for a moment. The other Earthrealm members fighting them knocked them back, trying to get a breather. Quan Chi, Naruto began, walking forward, still in his six paths mode, said, "This is your one and only chance to surrender. Free all of the revenants, submit, and you will survive. Refuse, and I will kill you here and now." Quan Chi stood up straight and said to Naruto, "You are quite powerful. However, my lord Shinnok is here with me. With my lord here, we are unstoppable." Naruto was suddenly hit with an orange and purple energy that blasted him back about 20 feet. He looked up to see Shinnok holding his talisman up in front of him. That must have been what he just used, Naruto thought to himself. If that power hit me that hard while I'm in six paths, I have to be careful. This guy has to go now. Naruto got up and quickly yelled out, "Multi-shadow clone jutsu." 50 clones appeared and attacked Shinnok and Quan Chi. Quan Chi was having a harder time dealing with the clones, while Shinnok was dealing with them without too much trouble. A clone would get a hit or two in before it would get dispelled. While Shinnok was fighting 3 clones at once, the real Naruto came in from behind and thought to himself, "This is my only chance. This has to work." The real Naruto behind Shinnok placed a tag on Shinnok's back. When Shinnok looked back, the 3 clones saw their chance and grabbed Shinnok's arms and legs and held him still. Working quickly, Naruto drew a very complicated seal. "Hurry up, boss." The clone holding Shinnok's legs yelled out. "This ugly guy's too strong, can't hold him much longer." The clone holding his left arm said, "Hang on, almost done." The real Naruto said to them, finishing the last stroke, just in time too, because Shinnok broke free from the 3 clones. He turned around to attack Naruto. When he turned around, he threw a wide punch at Naruto. Naruto ducked, and as he came back up he yelled out, "Frog slap." Whack. Blood flew from Shinnok's mouth as he took the sage-powered slap to the face. Temporarily stunned, Naruto saw his chance to finally end Shinnok. Crouching to one knee, he performed a series of very complicated hand signs as fast as he possibly could. Ending with the Ram sign, he yelled out, "Uzumaki ceiling, eternal ceiling." The kanji on the tag on Shinnok's back began glowing. The air around Shinnok began to suck into the tag itself. Shinnok felt the immense pressure from the vacuum. He then felt himself begin to literally feel weightless and swirl around. His body swirled around with wind, faster than the eye could see. "NNOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOOO had begun, the swirling and the vacuum-affected area stopped, leaving only the tag floating to the ground. Naruto grabbed it before it touched the ground. Seeing the kanji on it stop glowing, he tossed it up in the air, unsheathed his katana, and with one fluid motion, cut the tag in half. The seal and tag were rendered completely useless and irreparable. Shinnok was sealed for all eternity, never to be freed again. No! Quan Chi yelled at Naruto. The sorcerer immediately felt the power granted by Shinnok begin to fade away, quickly. In a matter of seconds, he was as strong as a normal human being, no real power of his own. The revenants were freed from their bonds to the Netherrealm. The grayish skin faded out and turned to a normal skin color. The yellowish eyes and veins stopped glowing and went back to their normal form. Sakura was back to life. Sonya was back to life. As was Sonya, Nightwolf, Shao Khan, Smoke, Cabal, Striker, and the others who were turned revenant. Although, Sonya and Sakura were still in their very revealing outfits. Sakura blushed brightly. Sonya said, "What the hell am I wearing?" "I don't know," Johnny Cage said, "but damn you look good." Sonya, smiling, said, "Shut up, asshole." Everyone looked at Quan Chi, who was facing against Naruto. He was absolutely furious. "You!" The sorcerer yelled at Naruto. "You ruined everything. My lord Shinnok was supposed to destroy the elder gods and defeat all who opposed him. Give me eternal life." Yeah, Naruto said. "I really don't give a damn. You can go to hell for all I fucking care." Quan Chi ran up and threw a punch at Naruto. He easily blocked it, closed his eyes for a few seconds, and reopened them. Instead of the blue eyes or toad-like eyes, they were red with a spinning shuriken-like pattern in them. Naruto grabbed Quan Chi by his throat and brought him in close, forcing him to stare at Naruto right in the eyes. Naruto said, "Tsukuyomi." Quan Chi's eyes went wide. In the black and white Tsukuyomi world, Naruto would stab him 100 times, then burn him alive. Then he would be stabbed again another 100 times, and then be burned alive again. This happened in the Tsukuyomi realm for 3 days. However, in the real world, it was only about 10 seconds or so. When Naruto released the Tsukuyomi, he let go of Quan Chi. He stumbled back and fell to his knees, breathing hard, eyes wide and crying and sobbing uncontrollably. "As I've said before, you barker," Naruto said to Quan Chi, "you are going to die. You had my best friend killed, and tried to kill everyone else. Not on my watch." He walked towards the sorcerer, pulled him up and punched him in his stomach multiple times. Long X-ray move. He then uppercutted Quan Chi, hard, breaking his jaw. As the sorcerer flew up from the blow, Naruto threw several kunai and shuriken, embedding them into several of Quan Chi's internal organs and bones. As Quan Chi began his descent to the ground, Naruto rushed forward and jumped. He stabbed Quan Chi in his shoulder blades with his hidden blades from his gauntlets, puncturing the bone in his lungs. Holding him close, he turned them both upside down and yelled out, "Izuna drop." The spinning drop move that Ru Hayabusa does in Ninja Gaiden. Naruto forced Quan Chi to land on the ground headfirst. His skull cracked in several places, and, due to the spinning on the way down, his neck bones broke as well. Naruto jumped back and waited for Quan Chi to rise again. Everyone watched on as Naruto was clearly about to finish off the main one who started this whole fiasco in the first place. Quan Chi rose to his feet, completely dizzy. "Die now, coward," Naruto said through grit teeth. Thinking of the slowest and most painful thing possible to do, he closed his eyes. Thinking of one, he opened his eyes, read once again still the spinning shuriken pattern. Amaterasu. Black flames surrounded Quan Chi instantly, consuming him slowly. The sorcerer could literally feel each and every inch of his body being eaten alive by the flames that were hotter than hellfire. He screamed for over 5 minutes, the flames slowly eating his skin, then his muscle structures, then finally his bones. The flames were extinguished, leaving absolutely nothing of the former living being. "It is done," Naruto said, his eyes bleeding from the effects of the jutsu. Quan Chi and Shinnok had been killed. Naruto fell forward, landing face first onto the blackened and destroyed ground, sending dust everywhere. "Naruto! Naruto!" Melina yelled out. She ran forward and kneeled down next to his fallen body. She turned him around so he was face up. She put 2 fingers on his neck feeling for a pulse, fearing the worst. She felt a faint pulse. It was a pulse, but a faint one. She called out, "Someone help. Tsunade. Sakura. Someone help. Move," Tsunade said as she ran up to her and Naruto. She knelt down and felt for his pulse and checked his breathing. She undid his katana strap on his chest and opened up his red trench coat, then tore open his black shirt. She got to the chain mail shirt underneath and ripped that open as well, using her chakra strength. She tore it open more and more, the chain mail not giving her an easy fight. Finally, getting it open enough to where she could operate freely, she placed both hands on his chest and began to heal him. "He is alive, but Barley," Tsunade told Melina. The others started to walk up to them as well at this point, trying to see what was going on with the blonde friend. "Did you see anything that hit him really hard? A giant hammer from one of those ogre things or something?" Tsunade asked Melina. "No," Melina answered. "I don't know what happened. I was fighting against Quan Chi, so I don't know." "I saw what happened," Shao Khan said, walking up to them. He was hit by Shinnok's amulet blast. The pure energy caught him by surprise, on his right side. "That matches up with the wounds he has," Tsunade said. "Almost the entire side of his rib cage is broken, right lung is bruised, slight internal bleeding, his skin is definitely bruised. I don't know how he had kept on fighting. Must have been adrenaline and sage mode combined. One thing is for sure though, he was smart to wear this really thick chainmail armor. If that power would have hit him without it on, he would be a dead man for certain." "Will you be able to heal him?" Katana asked her. Tsunade nodded. "I will." He will be very sore for the next few days, but he's an Uzumaki, they don't stay down for very long. I hope not, Melina said sultrily. Tsunade chuckled. Don't worry, he won't be. Then she said under her breath, I want some of this too, you know. What was that, Granny? Naruto said weakly, barely opening his eyes. Hey kid, Tsunade said to him. How are you feeling? She was happy that he was coming to, but she kept her hands on his chest, still healing him. He was getting better now, thanks to Tsunade's incredible healing skills, but he still had a long way to go before he was fully back to normal. I feel like hammered shit right now, Naruto told her. Tsunade cracked a smile. So did Melina, and everyone else in the vicinity. Hey, kid, Johnny Cage said to Naruto. Thanks a lot, you know, for what you did back there. You freed us, and brought us back. Really, I owe you one. Yeah, no problem. Naruto then looked a little at Sonya and Sakura and said to them both, damn, you both look good in those outfits. Kid, I'll let it go this time, but if you ever say something like that again to me, I'm gonna kill you for good, understand? Naruto just chuckled lightly. He, yeah, whatever. Hey Tsunade, what was it you just said to me a second ago? I couldn't understand. Saying you wanted something. Tsunade didn't respond right away. Melina smirked underneath her mask, she heard exactly what she said. I said, Melina spoke up for her. My love, she said that she wants some of you. Melina. Tsunade yelled behind her at the Edenian warrior. What the hell? What? Melina countered. It's not like you were going to tell him, so I had to. Huh, that's what I thought you said, Lady Tsunade, Naruto whispered. Tsunade looked down at him with wide eyes. What the hell are you talking about, brat? Tsunade said with a small smile. Did you forget that you basically made out with me before we left for Outworld back in the village? Naruto asked her weakly. No, Tsunade said. Seeing that she had been defeated in her attempt to sway the topic of discussion, she sighed. Naruto, there's something I need to tell you, but. Feeling a little better, Naruto sat up on his elbows, although wincing slightly. What is it, Tsunade? Tsunade began. I'm afraid to say it, Naruto. Then face it head on, and get over it, Naruto told her. That's the only way he saw how to deal with one's fears. Why let them control you, when you can just put a little extra effort in overcoming them and making your life easier, and become stronger in the process? That's easy for you to say, Gaki, Tsunade countered. Everyone that I've told this to has died on me. I can't help but be afraid. You've been around me for so long, I don't want to lose you, brat. I killed Kaguya, Naruto began. I killed Pain, Madara, and countless others, all of which you couldn't handle. Or at least most of them. I did that, and I'm still around. On top of it, I just took out Quan Chi and Shinnok too. I'm okay. So, what is it, Tsunade? What are you trying to tell me? You really are dense, aren't you? Ino said, walking up to him. She knelt beside him and said to Naruto, what Lady Tsunade is trying to say, Naruto, is that she loves you, blockhead. Ino. Tsunade yelled. Why did you tell him that? Well, Lady Tsunade, Ino began, it's just like Melina said a second ago, you weren't going to tell him, so I had to. Ino smiled at Tsunade. Tsunade tried to stay angry at Ino, but she just couldn't be that way towards her. After all, she was right. She and Melina both, she wasn't going to tell him. She was too afraid. I guess I have to thank them for that little bit of backup, Tsunade thought to herself. Really, Tsunade? Naruto asked her. You really love me? Like a parent or something? Tsunade slightly shook her head. No, Gaki, more like a lover. Like a partner. Naruto looked ahead blankly and then closed his eyes slowly. Tsunade began to feel a little worried. She didn't know if he was upset, happy, disappointed, grossed out, or what. She couldn't tell what he was feeling, and it was driving her crazy. Listen, Naruto, Tsunade said to him. I understand if you don't feel the same way, I mean, after all I'm much older than you are, so I don't expect you. That's enough, Tsunade, Naruto said, his eyes still closed. I want you to know that I love you too. Have now, for quite a long time. I would have told you a long time ago, but I didn't feel like you would feel the same for me. Or at least not in the same way. I've always suppressed my feelings for you because of that. But now that I know you feel the same way, he took a deep breath and exhaled slowly, it feels good. Tsunade felt her eyes begin to tear up a little bit and bent a little lower and embraced him in a gentle hug. She wanted to hold him close, but she knew he was still injured and sore, so she was careful. I love you, Naruto, Tsunade said. She hugged him a little tighter and squeezed her eyes shut to prevent herself from crying, even though she really wanted to. There. I said it. Now just don't die on me, okay? Please. Naruto chuckled a little bit and said to her softly, "Don't worry, Tsunade-chan." He lightly wrapped one arm around her and hugged her back. I told you I'm not going anywhere. Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, Raiden called out to him. Johnny Cage and Sonya stood to the side and allowed Raiden to get closer. Raiden walked forward and bowed to Naruto. You have saved Earthrealm, he said to Naruto. You have me eternal gratitude. Don't worry about it, Naruto told Raiden. He tapped Tsunade on the shoulder lightly and she let go of him. He tried to stand up, but he winced heavily and fell back down. Ow, that hurt, he said, holding his left side. Guess I'm still a little tender there, huh? You need to heal natural, Naruto-kun, Hinata told him. Remember, you need to stay down so that you can rest. Thanks, Hinata-chan, Naruto said to her. But I can feel Kurama working on it right now. I'll be good as new in a few minutes. Hinata is right, Katana told him. Even if your friend is working on healing you further, you must still rest more. It might aid in your healing process. Alright, Naruto said, sitting back down. I just hate staying down for too long. You always did, brat, Tsunade told him. I remember when you would be in the hospital for a few days and it would drive you crazy. Well, yeah, Naruto told her. Staring at white walls and having no one to talk to except a giant furball will drive you crazy too. Everyone chuckled at his antics. Even though he was revived by the elder gods and even more powerful than before, it was good to see that he hadn't lost that side of himself that made Naruto, well, Naruto. Shao Khan walked up to them, but Raiden stepped in front of him saying, "That's enough, Shao Khan. I will not allow you to harm anyone else. Stand down." Be quiet, you fool, Shao Khan told him. I've merely come to give the young man my blessing. Raiden was taken aback by this. Shao Khan just moved him aside and walked closer. Kneeling beside Naruto, he held out his hand towards Naruto. Naruto, Shao Khan said as they shook hands, I hereby grant you permission to court my daughter. Raiden, Sonya, Johnny, Liu Kang, everyone on the Earthrealm side was shocked to see this display of affection from the former emperor. This guy, after all, had tried not too long ago to conquer Earthrealm by invasion. However, he said, squeezing Naruto's hand, if you hurt her, you will answer to me, understand? I understand, Naruto said, squeezing back. And don't worry, I won't hurt her. Melina jumped on her father's back, slightly reverting back to her childish self. Haha, love you father. Shao Kahn let out a deep chuckle. Love you too, Melina. Now, where is my other daughter, Katana? Katana walked forward and told him, I thought you said that you killed my father when you invaded Edirne. I did, Shao Kahn said. However, that does not mean that I did not consider you as my own. And for what it's worth, I am sorry. But I promise you, when I invaded realms and conquered them, it did more good than bad. That's why I wanted Earthrealm so badly. What are you talking about? Raiden said to him. He said angrily, you caused too many lives to lost unnecessarily when you invaded Earthrealm. An inevitable occurrence, Shao Kahn said to him. People will die, no matter what, Raiden. The same goes when revolution happens. Revolution. Raiden yells. You call invasion, death, and ruling a revolution. Think about it, Raiden, Shao Kahn told him. Look at Earthrealm. Really look at it, and tell me what the most common thing you see is. Raiden thought about what happens in Earthrealm more than anything. I see war, Raiden said in realization. War after war after war after war. It has been like that since the dawn of time. Exactly, Shao Kahn said. Now, look at Outworld. Not too many wars at all over the course of its existence. Minor skirmishes here and there, sure, but no major wars that claim hundreds of thousands of lives for the sake of the rich and famous. But you have killed so many innocents in Earthrealm. Raiden said to him. There is no justification for that. Unfortunate, Shao Kahn agreed. However, sometimes, things must get worse before they get better. Naruto chimed in. Honestly, Raiden, he began, Earthrealm can go to hell. Raiden was shocked at this new bit of information from Naruto. Why do you say this, Naruto? Raiden asked him. I can't quite explain it, Naruto told him. Instead, it's better if I show you. Naruto grabbed a small piece of parchment from his trench coat and a kunai. He showed everyone the kunai and said to them all, this is a kunai, a very sharp weapon that can easily kill someone. He then held up the piece of parchment and said, and this is just a piece of paper. This can't hurt you at all, except for maybe a paper cut at most. People are wary of the kunai, out of worry for their safety, which of course, makes sense. But the paper poses no threat whatsoever. Now watch this. Naruto put the paper down and sealed the kunai into the parchment. He then held up the paper and said to the group, now, I just sealed the kunai into this piece of paper. Does that mean that this piece of paper is now a kunai? Well, yeah, Johnny Cage said to them. That paper has the weapon in it, so now it's a weapon. Right. Pissed off, Naruto threw the parchment at Johnny Cage. It hit him in the face and fell to the floor. Hey, what the hell, Naruto, was that F? Did that hurt? Naruto asked through grit teeth. Are you cut? Is the fucking kunai sticking out of your fucking skull? Are you dead? No, I'm fine. Johnny said. Then why the fuck did you just say it was a fucking weapon? Because you put that weapon inside of it. Johnny argued. Naruto looked at Raiden and said to him, and that's why I say fuck Earthrealm. Too damn stupid to know the basics of the fucking basics. He looked at Johnny Cage and said, and it is because of that stupid, narrow-minded, idiotic, retarded bullshit way of thinking that caused the villagers in my home to treat me my entire fucking life the way that they did. Fuck them all. Naruto, Raiden said, I understand, but. No. Naruto yelled in his face. You do not understand, and no one here does. Don't even fucking say that shit. At least everyone else here won't say that they understand. There is only one person here who slightly does understand, and that's Ino. And even then, she has only seen my memories, she hasn't felt it all. He turned around and walked off, limping slightly, still holding his left side. I fucking hate it when people say that shit. They all heard him say from a distance. The only one who truly understands in every sense is Gaara. Why the fuck did I even help out Earthrealm in the first place? Shao Khan should have gotten the fucking realm merged with Outworld. At least then hopefully the people would be smarter. Melina walked towards her lover. When she finally reached him in the distance, she hugged him from behind and said to him, it's okay, my love. I'm here for you. I'm just so damn tired of it all, Melina, he told her. My entire life I've been used to do other people's dirty work. It really pisses me off, and I've had enough. I know, love, Melina told him. But no matter what happens, I'm here by your side. I don't want to use you, I just want to be beside you, through the thick and the thin. Naruto took a deep breath and turned around and faced her. He gave her a small smile and then lightly kissed her forehead. Thank you, my love, he said. He then frowned and said, but if Raiden tries to use me again, or anyone else, I'll kill them. I'm done with that shit. They walked back towards the group. Naruto looked at Hinata and smiled. Come here, he told her. Hinata walked to him and said to him, yes, Naruto-kun. He grabbed her hands in his and said to her, you have proven yourself to me once again, and have given me proof that your betrayal was not your fault. I forgive you. I love you, Hinata. Hinata felt her eyes start to water. Thank you, Naruto-kun. Naruto then narrowed his eyes and said, that reminds me. Naruto went a little ahead of the group in a slightly opened area. He turned to Raiden and said to him, this is one of the people that I've had to deal with my whole damn life. Some people were slightly better than this, but many more were much worse. He turned to face the opened area again and closed his eyes. He concentrated for a moment and reopened them to reveal his Mangekyo Sharingan once again. The air swirled in an area about 15 feet in front of him. From the center of that small vortex, Kiba and Akamaru were summoned from that other dimension that Naruto had taken them to earlier with his Kamui. What the hell happened? Kiba yelled out. He looked around and saw Naruto just standing there, looking at him. You. Akamaru, Naruto said, I know you are just following Kiba out of loyalty for your guy's clan. I can tell you are reluctant to obey a lot of his commands. However, if you fight, then you become the enemy as well. So Akamaru, I give you this one chance, leave now, and you will not be harmed. I plan on finishing Kiba off for good. The large white dog looked between Naruto and Kiba. Akamaru, Kiba yelled, don't you dare leave me, you hear me? I will fucking cut your balls off if you leave. Akamaru looked down and shivered a little bit. Akamaru, Naruto said to him gently. You don't have to put up with that. You are a member of the Inuzuka clan. You are Akamaru. You are not Kiba's pet. You were supposed to be Kiba's partner, but we all know what kind of asshole he is. Come join me, and you'll be good. Hey face. Kiba yelled at Naruto. Stay away from aka Maru, he belongs to me. See Akamaru, Naruto said to the large dog, that's what I'm talking about. You really don't have to put up with that. Looking at Kiba and then at Naruto, Akamaru slowly started to walk towards Naruto. Motherfucker. Kiba yelled out. He pulled out a kunai and said to his dog, I fucking told you what I would do, didn't I? You don't disobey the alpha. Come here. Kiba started to walk towards Akamaru, aiming to neuter his one-time partner. Suddenly, Naruto appeared in front of him and Spartan kicked him away from Akamaru. Akamaru, Naruto said aloud. Get back there with the others. I'll take care of this asshole. Akamaru nudged Naruto's hand. Naruto looked down and smiled at Akamaru as he scratched behind his ears. He gave a happy bark and then ran back to Melina, who had her arms wide open. Let's go Kiba. Naruto yelled out to him. I ain't got all day. Kiba got up and yelled back, I am the alpha of the Inuzuka clan. You can't just do that and walk away. Who said I'm walking away, dogshit? Naruto said. You said you were the alpha, well then, Naruto flipped him off and said, fuck you Kiba Inuzuka. Come show me what an alpha does about that. Kiba growled at him and charged as fast as he could. Man you're fucking slow, Naruto told him. He ducked under Kiba's clawed hand and uppercutted him. As Kiba was falling down, Naruto performed a roundhouse kick and knocked him away. Let's go Alpha. Naruto yelled at him. You're wasting my time here. Kiba, gritting his teeth, threw several shuriken at Naruto. Using one hand, Naruto grabbed all 4 shuriken Kiba had thrown between his fingers. He held the hand that had caught them all, the 4 shuriken in between his fingers. He then threw them back, performed his signature hand sign and yelled out, Shadow Shuriken Jutsu. The 4 shuriken turned into 20 shuriken flying straight towards Kiba. Kiba's eyes widened as he tried to block them all with toe kunai. He just barely managed to dodge or block them all, but he didn't see Naruto run up, his fist cocked all the way back. Before he could dodge, Naruto socked him in the face so hard that 3 teeth flew out of Kiba's mouth. Kiba got up and yelled out at Naruto. I am the ALPHAAAAA. Kiba yelled out in the air. I will not be defeated. Hinata will be mine. And so will all of your other whores. They will ALLLLBEEEEEMINNEEEE. Naruto narrowed his eyes and said, okay, now you've done it bitch. Naruto walked forward and hit him in the stomach. Kiba doubled over in pain, trying to breathe. Naruto grabbed his hair and yanked his head back, and hit him in the stomach again. This process happened several times in a row. Every time Kiba would get a chance to breathe, Naruto would hit him again, knocking the wind out of him again and again and again. After about 10 times or so of this happening, Naruto threw Kiba to the side and said, Hinata, come here. Hinata walked forward, wondering what her love wanted with her. When she stopped at his side he pointed at Kiba and said to him, kill this motherfucker. He made you go through all of that fucking pain, having to pretend you were betraying me, having you think that what we had was nothing, and whatever else he did. You need to punish him, Hinata, make him feel what you felt. Hinata was a little hesitant at first. After all, Kiba was once her teammate. But then, she remembered all of the pain that he had put her through. Having to betray her love was painful enough. But, on top of that, Kiba was a very rough lover. She remembered all of the things that he did to her. Yanking her hair back very painfully, slapping her multiple times, screaming at her, calling her vile names, just evil, vile, unnecessary names that really hurt her to the core. Telling her how he was to own her for the rest of her life and that she was nothing more than his bitch for his pleasure, his own personal toy. He would elongate his claws and scratch her back, cutting deep into her back. Her father would approve of the love marks she would get from Kiba, which only caused further pain for her, because she knew she would have to do it again and again and again. He would forcibly put himself upon her body and take her. It almost didn't matter where they were at all. They had quite a few close calls. He knew that being caught in such an act before marriage would ultimately cause her to be cast from her clan and have the caged bird seal placed upon her, but he didn't care. No matter what it was, sexual, physical, emotional, mental, no matter what they did, no matter what was discussed, it was always about him. She was just there. Kiba had utterly treated her like his own slave to abuse, and get away with it. And now, she had that chance to get him back. A chance that she had been waiting for too long. Kiba, Hinata said with a stern voice, you have committed vile acts against both me and Naruto-kun, unforgivable acts. For that, I Hinata Hyuga, will destroy you. Kiba looked up at her, and was scared shitless. She never had that amount of hatred in her eyes before. But there was something more than hatred, there was also bloodlust. Baby, Kiba said nervously. He got up and held his hands up in a calm down motion and said, just listen to me, okay? Don't you baby me, you piece of vile shit, she said loudly. You hurt me, Kiba. Now, I'm going to hurt you. Hinata charged forward at him, faster than anyone has ever seen her go. She appeared in front of him and stabbed right knee with a kunai and then uppercutted him with a chakra lion-covered fist. The impact of her fist completely shattered his jaw. As he landed on the ground, ran up and jumped high in the air. When she landed on Kiba, she put all the force she could on the landing, crushing Kiba's sternum, chest bone. He winced heavily. She stepped off of him and pulled him up to his feet. She pushed him back and stared at him with bloodlust that could rival that of even the Kyuubi. She, with her chakra lion-covered hands, shut down every single one of his tenketsu points multiple times, causing him as much pain as physically possible. She continued this brutal process for almost 5 minutes. She would hit all the tenketsu points, pressure points, joints, internal organs, every single weak, sensitive, and vital spot in the human body, she targeted on Kiba and simply destroyed. Quite a few times, Kiba would try to stagger back, but Hinata would either get closer or drag him back to continue her onslaught. After about 5 minutes of these consecutive brutal attacks on Kiba's body, Hinata stopped. Kiba fell to his knees, bleeding from every orifice of his body. His pants were bloody, as were his eyes, nose, ears, and mouth. He looked at Hinata with a glazed look in his eyes, seemingly begging her to just end it already. With her Byakugan blazing more than it ever has before, she told him, I hate you, Kiba. I always have. You were always so pushy, annoying, and just a bitch. Always saying on how you were the alpha. You are not the alpha, Naruto-kun is the alpha, and I love him. She held out her hand and said, and to prove furthermore that I truly love him, I will finish you off with his move. A huge orb of blue chakra formed in her open palm. It grew to the size of a basketball, then grew smaller to the size of a soft ball. All that condensed chakra had power literally rolling off of it. Hinata held it out and yelled out with pride and righteous fury, Rasengan. She thrust the orb of chakra forward towards Kiba's torso. Right before it hit, she released the control of the orb, causing it to blast forward. The blast completely obliterated Kiba's torso. She then brought back her right palm and, covered once again with her signature lion fist, thrust her palm forward, hitting Kiba right in the face. The impact from her chakra-covered attack literally caused Kiba's head to explode. Hinata stood back and kicked his remains to the side with a loud yell. Hi-ya! Kiba's remains hit the ground with a nasty thud. Hinata took a deep breath and calmed down, deactivating her Byakugan. She turned to Naruto and said to him, It's done, Naruto-kun. I love you. Naruto hugged her close and said, I love you too, Hinata, I love you too. He squeezed her gently and said to her, It's over, sweetheart, it's over now. Let's go back to the way things were, yeah. Hinata looked up at him with misty eyes and nodded. Yeah, Naruto-kun. She looked at everyone else who was smiling at them. All of us. Let's start anew. That will be it for this video. If you want more, comment down below, like, subscribe. And see you guys later.